Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Convention Story Time. Today, just a little warning, if it sounds a little bit more echoey than normal, I don't know if it will or not. I'm in a different location than where I normally record these story times at, and it's a little more echoey in this room, but I don't know if you'll even be able to hear it. I just figured I'd let you know before we get going. But other than that, let's get started. Today, I wanted to talk about a story that I went back and forth in my head a lot about whether I wanted to actually talk about this or not. For a couple reasons. One, I don't know. I don't normally talk about us kind of freaking out and about other people. I try not to talk about other people who are kind of in the same vein of things that I do, which is like convention YouTube videos. So I try to normally stick away from that in the story times at least. But this time I felt like the story was interesting enough and you guys might get a laugh out of it. And I think that a lot of people would actually like to hear it. I also thought about not talking about it because I do have almost the entire thing in my vlogs for MatsuriCon. But not everybody watches the vlogs. A lot of people listen to story time, so I figured I better go ahead and just talk about it. So here we go. What I'm talking about today is the first time, and the only time so far, that I and anybody else in the crew have met Dejavudea. Now, if you don't know who Dejavudea is, wake up. What are you doing? Go look up her channel. I may link it in the description as well. And yeah, I'll probably link it in the description. Go check her out. She's a vlogger who's been doing this for a long time, long before I was ever doing it. And actually, when I started vlogging and doing these things, I didn't even know she existed. I had some of you guys ask me if I watched her, and I was like, who is that? So I looked her up and immediately became addicted to her videos. Her vlogging style is very good. She is just very good at what she does, and she brings a lot of positivity to this community. So I have a mad amount of respect for Deanna, which is her real name, or Dejavudea. So just understand that I look up to the things she does. I have a lot of respect for her, so that's why we get a little fanboyish in the story. Okay, so here's what happened. Basically, it's MatsuriCon 2015, the last con that we went to as of the time of this story, and the group is me, Dakota, and Drew. We're actually the only ones who went to this con, only 3 people. We normally have a much bigger group, but I don't know what happened there. That's not what's important. Basically, we were in the convention center. The convention center is connected to the hotel, like most all of them, like most every con. And it's an easy walk. We had just walked over there and went down these big escalators into the convention center, and I realized I had to go to the bathroom. We were hunting cosplay. That's what we do. We do a cosplay hunt from when we make our cosplay music videos, where we just run around for a couple hours and just look for cosplay, and that's it. We just get cosplayers to act for the video. And I needed to take a break, so I went to the restroom while Dakota and Drew were chilling out in the convention center. I come back out, and they're looking at something, and I come over and I'm like, what's going on, guys? And Drew's like, bro, is that Dejavudea over there? And I'm like, what are you talking about? So I look over, and apparently I need glasses, because first of all, I can't see distances. My eyesight keeps getting worse and worse. But I'm looking over, and I see this blonde girl who could very well be Dejavudea, or Deanna. We'll just call her Deanna from now on. And I'm like, I don't think that's her. Because I said, I need glasses. I'm like, and I didn't see anything about her being at this con. I thought she would have posted something or something. I really don't think that's her. Just chill out. Don't go and freak this girl out, if it's not her. And, so we're getting ready to walk away, and then we just keep looking, and we're like, that does look a lot like her. Maybe it is. So then we're like, you know what? Let's just go find out. So we start getting closer, and we're like, as we go in closer, it becomes painfully obvious that this is obviously Deanna. And we're like, oh my gosh, that's Dejavudea. That's, this awesome other YouTuber who, really inspires all 3 of us to do what we're doing. So we're like, what do we do? And we've met other YouTubers before. We've been down this path. We've gone through this. But there's just something about her that, I guess it's because she's been doing it for so long, and she seems so confident with it, that it was just this is a big deal to meet her. Whereas all the other ones, while it felt awesome and it did feel like a big deal, it was like a lot of them just happened quickly. Like we just randomly walked by each other in the hall and didn't even have time to think about it. And we're just like, hey, whoa, what's up? But this time we had time to process it. So we were like, okay, what do? We need to go say hi. We have no idea if she's even going to have any idea who we are or not. So we need to just go up like, normal fans, normal bunny bundles. So we decide we're going to go up and say hi. But then we start talking because we want pictures with her. I watch all of her videos because I'm a huge fan. I'm a bunny bundle if you don't know. And Drew had just recently started watching her videos. Dakota didn't really watch them at all. So, but he knew of her, of course, because like I said, she's huge in this community. You can't really be in this community doing videos especially and not know who she is at least a little bit. So me and Drew want pictures with her. And Dakota's like, well, I want a picture with her too. And I'm like, but you don't even watch her videos. Why don't you relax? Why don't you take the picture? And then we start talking about, well, maybe we can get a third person to take the picture, blah, blah, blah. And while we're talking, we're not paying any attention to her anymore. And she's freaking disappeared. And we're like, oh my God, we lost her. This is our one chance, which is a little over dramatic because I'm sure we're going to see her at plenty more cons. But we were like, in the moment, we're like, this was our one chance and she's gone forever. No! But Drew's like, we're finding her, bro. She's in this building somewhere. She's not getting away. So we start walking in like literally the only direction that you can go. And we go up the escalators and when we get up there, we see her up there. And she's with a kid and some other people. And she was talking to people and we didn't want to interrupt. I don't know. We felt rude. Though honestly, looking back, it's really stupid because we tell carnivores, you guys, all the time that no matter what we're doing, you're fine to just come up and say hello and meet us, and we're always happy to meet with people. And we always think it's so interesting when people are really nervous to meet us. But then we did the exact same thing. We were fanboying out. Like, I'm not even gonna play. We were way too excited, and we were just kind of freaking out a little bit. And so we were following her for like not that long, like a minute. And finally, Dakota's like, you know what, man? I'm just going up there, and I want her in my vlogs, because he was doing vlogs for this con. So he just goes up, and he's like, hey, Dejavudea? And she's like, yeah, what's up? Or something. And he's like, hey, will you be in my vlogs? And she's like, sure. And so he, like, got her in his vlogs and did all this stuff. And then me and Drew went up, and I'm like, hey, what's up? It's good to meet you. I don't remember exactly what I said, because, like, I don't know, lots was going through my head at the time. And, then I asked her if she could... Well, first I asked her if we could get a picture with her. So me and Drew did get a picture with her. Dakota decided not to be in the picture, which was cool of him. But I do wish we could have maybe found a third person, but oh well. Or like another person to take the picture. But anyway, so after we got the picture with her, I was like, do you mind being in my vlogs as well? And she was like, sure. And so I started recording her and then was just talking, and she was like, so what's your channel? And I was like, convention reviews. And she was like, let me guess, you do convention reviews and story times? And she was like, yeah, I might have heard of you. And I was like, oh shoot, she knows who I am at least a little bit. So that was pretty exciting. And then after that, we just talked for a couple minutes about MatsuriCon and OhioCon and just different conventions. And we let her go on about her business. And of course, after that, we were kind of freaking out for like 20 more minutes. And I especially was, because like I said, I'm actually a really big fan, believe it or not. Like, I watch, like I said, all of her videos. So I actually got to feel what it was like what people always tell me that they feel when they meet me. They're like, oh my God, I was freaking out for so long, I didn't know what to say, blah, blah, blah. I don't really ever get starstruck, I guess you could say. But with Dejavudea, I actually did a little bit. And that's when I realized I get starstruck by other YouTubers. Like, it's not really big celebrities that do it to me. So I kind of learned something about myself. But even like 20 minutes later, we were walking around and I was like, bro, we just met Dejavudea. We just met Deanna. And I think the reason it was so like striking and so shocking to me and exciting is because we didn't expect it. Like I said, we had no idea she was going to be there. If this was at like Otakon, a con that, I know she goes to every year, I don't think it would have been as exciting. It would have still been awesome, but I would have expected it. Like, we had no clue that this was going to happen. Not on our radar at all for the weekend. We were just chilling, hanging out, having a good time. And then out of nowhere, boom. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap the story time up here because there's a train getting ready to go by. Apparently there's a train in this location too. And Let me know in the comments below if you guys have ever had an experience like this with meeting somebody, whether it was her or whether it was another YouTuber or even someone who's not a YouTuber, like a big star or a voice actor or a celebrity or whatever. Let me know in the comments below, how did you deal with it? Did you fanboy or fangirl like we did? I'll admit, we weren't fanboying, we were fangirling. We were freaking out. And so yeah, let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for listening, and I will see you guys in the next video. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. I did just want to make sure I let you guys know that I actually just started another channel. It is a vlog channel called ACR Outside the Con. It's all about vlogs and things that we do outside the convention, because our lives are actually getting kind of interesting outside of cons too. There is a link at the top of the description to the newest video over there, as well as probably an annotation on the screen somewhere that you can click to jump over there. Please go check it out. It's us, the entire ACR crew, as you know us at cons. Visiting the zoo is the newest video, and I thought it was pretty interesting, and it was a really fun time. So please go check that out, guys, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe on it so we know what you like and we know that you like it. But please especially be sure to subscribe. I'm trying to get that channel up there, get it a little more well known. Thank you guys again so much for watching this story time, and I'll see you over on ACR Outside the Con.